Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Koski, and this is the Dr. Subconscious Show. We got an action-packed show for you, as usual. And what happened over the weekend here on 4th of July, year 2012, is we got together with a bunch of the old neighborhood kids and had a really, really good time. And I just want to talk about how we all connected, what it was like, and how important it is. All right. As you probably have figured it out, most of us are on Facebook. And so I came up with this idea that we would have a family reunion in the old town of Hollydale where I grew up. And of course somebody, that was local and I thought would do a really good job wanted to have it somewhere else, Los Alamitos Racetrack, which is no big deal because I've given hypnosis shows there. So it worked out kind of good in that way. But in analyzing why we use Facebook and the internet and how popular it is, some of the pros and cons about the internet, I just want to kind of go through those. But more specifically, how important it is to realize this one thing. And that is, why am I connected to the kids that I went to junior high with and not so much to the kids I went to high school or college with? So the kids I went to college with, except for a few handful of friends that I've stayed in contact, most of those people I do not know or talk to. Even with LinkedIn and all the networking that I do, I really do not spend much time conversing with the people from high school and college. Now, I talked to a psychologist about why we communicate so much with the kids in junior high, and her thoughts were this. We went through puberty together, where the ego was not involved. It wasn't about, I'm a better football player, or I like, these people and I don't like those people. So that was really the foundation for getting a hold of all the people on the internet that had gone through junior high, and I feel that we are closest together. So if you think of the internet, it's really like communication. It's communication of, say, a flock of birds just whirling around in the sky, or an anthill, where all the ants have a job and they just travel in one form or another. Well, they communicate, collaborate, and it's really, really cool because the internet provides an opportunity for you to stay in contact, like with the people from the Midwest that I haven't seen in a long, long time. So that's really an interesting point. Also, when you're on the internet, you can add blogs and TV blogs, a lot what we're doing today, but you can hide behind a username. You don't really have to use your real full name. And it's kind of nice because a lot of people would not do it if they couldn't have some kind of protection that way. Like I said, you communicate and collaborate, but the internet makes it innovative. You can come up with original inventions and work on songs together, trade songs, blah, blah, blah. And of course there is a lot of piracy going on. So there's a lot of free movies, hacking, all that stuff. It's part of it. One of the things that I want to bring to you, and just to let you know, every time you turn on the internet and you go from one web page to another, somebody's tracking you. And when you go into search and you start fooling around with search and you start getting a couple words out there, it starts firing suggestions. Those are marketers. And in order to stop that, and I recommend that you do, because you know what? Your business is your own, okay? And you can use Block Who Tracks You Plus. And it's a wonderful free program. You can load it up on the web, or you can go to YouTube and see how it works, but it's just one of the best things in the world. I recommend it highly. Blogs are just great because you can get your opinion out there and you can see how it reflects everybody else. And a lot of times on the internet, if you write in a couple of things on Facebook, people will misinterpret it because we really have not defined what we're really trying to say in the written word. And that's why it's so much easier to do these little video things. Even though this is just, a $12 video camera, it's not that expensive. Anybody can do it. So I recommend that everybody get behind it and use it. We always talk about the conspiracy and Illuminati, and one day I'm for it, the other day I'm against it, and I'll tell you, one of the reasons why I'm for the Illuminati, one world order, one government, one church, the whole thing, and that is because I really feel that the internet has the upper hand. Did you know that somebody in Korea who was a pauper yesterday can be a prince today? And so, with that, I want you to understand that all these conspiracies and all this theory, that's no more with the internet, because people communicate. They can take up arms if they want and fight against any governmental control or corporate control. So it offers a lot of possibilities there. All right, moving right along. One of the things that I like, well, there's a lot of things I like about Facebook, but one of the big things is you connect to your personal history and also future expectations. Boy, I highly recommend that you use YouTube. And I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars learning how to use the computer to write web page design and PHP. And if I really knew what I was looking at, I could have saved myself lots of money and time by just going to YouTube, because there's plenty of people out there that are willing to help you. And don't forget, a lot of these kids are young, really young, and sometimes like 15 years old, and you'll see them, schooling people like myself on how to write PHP. It's cool. Daddy's smart. Show these kids, and voila, they're picked up on, so that's cool. You should know that 70% of the internet originally was based on viruses. So don't open up emails that you don't recognize, and definitely don't go into an email that has a website link if you don't know who you're talking to. Stay away from, just delete them. If people really want to get a hold of you, they'll call you. Okay, so don't do it. A large percent of the internet is based on pornography. And it's just the way it is. People don't have to go to the store and be embarrassed about renting a DVD. I know I wouldn't. So, they can use it in their own privacy of their own home. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's great. I don't see any problem with it. You can do gaming, which, my son, he loves gaming. Gambling, it's great. Teaches you how to gamble. Teach you how to play cards, professionally. So that's kind of cool. But it can be very, very addictive, because you don't have anybody looking over your shoulder. And that's part of the problem. Shopping, again. The government's a little pissed off these days because they can't tax it. Well, too bad. Alright, addictions. One of the biggest addictions for Facebook is the chat room. I've noticed some of my clients from the horse business going in and out of the chat rooms, and they just cannot get off. They can move out of town and just move out of the country. And, finally they've broken the addiction. So don't get overzealous about anything you do on the internet, alright? Keep it under control. Let's see, borders, we're looking at the Mexican border and the Canadian border. Those are going to be things of fiction in the future. You're going to see North America become one country, okay, where everything is just one. And the laws that are going to come out, you're going to see those laws, what they're going to do is they're going to be based on, is this good for cyberspace? And that's what it's all about. All right. Now, I just want to get back to my neighborhood friends and getting back together. One of the nice things about that is I've always wondered about some of the kids that I missed growing up, where they're at. Well, I found out that they passed on, and that was unfortunate. But those are some of the realities. People get brain tumors. This one kid had come down with MS, and it's just kind of nice to know that, hey, they're not around for a reason, and it's very, very unfortunate. But use the internet. Use that blocker to block those ads. You don't need everybody knowing your business. And, keep an eye on your kids, because, block stuff out. Don't leave it to chance. And yourself, keep it under control. Check your emails in the morning, check them at night, leave it alone. Go to Facebook on and off. Go look. If there's something there you need to react, get off. And remember, if you do write something, chances are it's going to be misinterpreted, and that's just what we have to get over. It's great for communication and collaboration. Use it, and let's overcome a lot of these issues in the world. My name is John Koski. This has been the Dr. Subconscious Show, and we welcome you and hope that everybody's having a great day.